I'm the CEO of Top Writing Services Incorporated, a writing and content marketing company. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how to beat the TikTok and Instagram algorithm. These are apps that a lot of business owners really hope to not necessarily just get a following, because we all know people or companies who have following but they don't get customers, but actually use the content to nurture relationships, where even on a very, very difficult algorithm like Instagram, you're not just depending on the algorithm or reach, but you're creating great content that people are sharing that will eventually bring people into your new following or bring prospects and potential clients into your business. I'm also going to talk about TikTok as well, but since we're on the Instagram platform in this moment, let's get started on Instagram. So I'm going to be talking about the power of Instagram ads, Instagram Reels, the number of posts that you should be doing per day if you are serious about growing on Instagram, and the number of hashtags. So first and foremost, your advertising on Instagram has to be video format. I see a lot of ads with like photos, and I think that works for retail companies. Like, for example, if you're selling sunglasses or something like that, you can get away with photo ads here on Instagram. But in my humble opinion, if you are selling something other than some kind of fashion item, or even if you are selling a fashion item, it doesn't hurt to show like a Reels video that is short clip pieces of behind the scenes with your models and your products, or a customer sharing a testimonial, or like a real commercial type video within 15 or 30 seconds, or even 60 seconds that will grab people's attention within the first 5 seconds. Something that's short, sweet, great to the point. And the thing about advertising is it's no guarantee that you're going to get customers from these ads. But if your video or photo series on your Instagram ad are powerful, then it will attract new followers. And then you then have to start nurturing those new audience members and those new potential customers. I'm not really a big fan of Instagram ads, at least for my business, because I have more of a service-based business. But when I was promoting a webinar, I'd say about 2 years ago, and the algorithm was a bit more advantageous on Instagram, I was able to get a good number of followers on this platform that I was able to nurture through Instagram live streams and watching their content, and I got a lot of questions in my DMs. It's been about 2 years since I did that, and some of those followers went flat because they weren't really following to buy anything. They were just following out of interest. And so you can do that. I really recommend anybody who's doing ads here on Instagram, I highly recommend you do that if you are selling products and services to consumers versus products and services to businesses. But hey, you can give it a try if you're business to business versus business to consumer, but definitely make sure those ads grab people's attention in the first 5 to 6 seconds. You're sharing the reason, you're sharing a joke, you're sharing interesting facts, you're sharing a quick, summary of who you are, but it has to be something that's going to grab people's attention, because that's what marketing is all about, grabbing people's attention. Now, I've talked many times about Instagram Reels. I think it's really an advantageous opportunity. I follow people that follow me on TikTok and have received an update from someone who all of a sudden went through this big spurt of going over, I think, 10,000 followers just by taking his TikTok videos of him duetting other people's videos, which means a live, like a video reaction of someone else's video, and singing. And I'm not sure, I don't think the guy is an R&B singer. He's just like a personality. He has a bit of meme stuff going on where he reacts to people's videos on TikTok, and then sometimes he just sings and provides feedback and makes people laugh. So that's kind of the beautiful thing about Instagram, is you don't have to just be an entrepreneur. You could be a content creator and look at yourself as a product or a service, which is the mindset that content creators and social influencers really need to have, especially in these days and times. And take some of your TikTok videos and put them on Reels, and you might be able to, blow up overnight, as one of my followers did, or it could take time. But with Reels, you really want to treat them with three different scopes, so to say. So you want to treat it like TV commercial, not so much just about your product and service, because that can get really cheesy and kind of boring after a while. I must say I unfollow a lot of people here on Instagram who are just selling or the same narrative all the time, and there's nothing new to what they're saying or doing. They're just pretty much doing the same thing. I really only follow a small percentage of people on all apps because I really like to be inspired with content that's just as good as mine, if not better. Anything less than that, I unfollow, and I'm sure you're the same. Anything less than great content, you get bored, you're not going to buy. But the ones that are stellar, the content creators and the business owners that really make you stop and look and stare and want to be a part of the journey are the ones that you buy from, are the ones that you send the videos from. You know, you don't want to send content to your family and friends of people who are boring. So try not to be boring. And one of the best ways to do that is to follow my content and check out how I'm doing things, or check out the tips and advice, or follow me on TikTok where it's a little bit more entertaining. And because the algorithm is fairly new, I'm getting more followers, more feedback in the comments, so on and so forth. Now your Reels video, other than the commercial type videos, you want to have fun. And one of the best ways that I personally have fun, that you can have fun on your Instagram Reels. Sorry, I'm just going to get a chair and sit down. One of the best things that you can do on your Instagram Reels is to allow yourself to actually work. Let me see if I can bring this down. All right, and I did. Okay, is to actually, I'm probably going to say, do any kind of Instagram or TikTok challenge. And the only way that you're going to find an Instagram or a TikTok challenge is by actually using TikTok, looking through the timeline, noticing the same songs that show up, or even just allowing yourself to be on Instagram, checking through Instagram Reels and watching that content in a way that you can tell it's an Instagram how can I say, like a challenge. So a challenge is basically, if you look at my Instagram Reels, you're going to see videos of me doing fun things. And I do that to show some personality and to storytell. So in your Reels, you want to do the same thing, of course, based on, you don't want to copy verbatim, word for word, style for style of somebody else, especially if it's in your industry. Because if you have similar followers, they're going to tell that you are copying. So you want to be original, and that's why Nike is Nike. That's why Apple is Apple. That's why, Essence Magazine is Essence Magazine. That's why certain artists and certain entertainers and certain public figures are always consistently booking work in the industry, is because they're different than everybody else, and they're showing up completely authentic as themselves. And they storytell in their interviews, they storytell in their music videos, they storytell in the books they sell. So storytelling is something that you want to embrace, and you can do it quickly on Instagram Reels within 15 or 30 seconds. And do it with any care about if your hair is frizzy or if you don't have enough makeup on. People really want to just see your message and see what it is that you have to say, and they want to be entertained, smile, and laugh. And it's so easy for me to say that, but your best bet figuring it out is to follow people like myself who give the tips and advice. Or if you're more of a visual person, spend more time on Reels, spend more time on TikTok, and you will be able to find the internet trends, apply it to your business story, apply it to your hobbies, your likes, your dislikes, apply it to your business, and put yourself in a position to be able to try new things that other people in your industry might not be doing because they're too afraid, or maybe you're in an industry that's, very logical, like tech or manufacturing or construction, and you want to play it safe. But playing it safe in marketing, especially on the World Wide Web, where there's so much competition, People are literally losing their jobs and starting businesses these days and doing whatever it takes to get noticed. So that's how you kind of beat the Instagram Reels algorithm. The right hashtag. So I used to tell people that you want to use the right hashtags, but after doing a lot of research, the right hashtags, other than the hashtags that your potential customers or followers, potential customers follow, is to use hashtags that are not banned, and make sure to use hashtags that are actually being used, because there are some hashtags where you might look at it and it might have 100,000 or 3,000 volume on that hashtag, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's being used every day or it's something that's consistent. And I know this is a lot of manual work, but one of the best ways to discover this is if you actually go into the hashtag and look at the most recent post. And if it was 3 weeks ago, I highly recommend that you don't use that hashtag. If the hashtag was recent within the week, you can use that hashtag. So there are hashtags that are overpopulated in volume, but it doesn't mean necessarily that people are actually using it. So what's the point of using a hashtag that looks like it has high volume, but the last post within that hashtag was 3 months ago? You see what I'm saying? So you've got to dig a little bit deeper when you're doing your research on hashtags. Other things I can sit here and tell you too is Gary Vaynerchuk has this thing called the Buck 80 strategy. And the Buck 80 strategy is basically through different hashtags throughout the day, you're going to look at videos, reels, videos, IGTV, pictures, whatever the case may be that shows up in that hashtag of your potential clients. Ones that you genuinely have a connection with, ones that you genuinely like you don't just go through every photo and every video. If you think it's boring, don't even waste your time. These are posts that are really, really, they add value to you. You really think it's funny. You really think it's creative. And you're going to go ahead and leave a comment on, I'll probably say 100 posts. I did this 2 years ago, and although it helped me gain a good number of followers, I'm not spending as much time, hey, thanks for joining, Io, as much time on Instagram. So that Gary Vaynerchuk's $1.80 strategy basically means you go into, let's say you have one hashtag per day, and you spend about an hour going through those hashtags, looking at videos and content that you like and leaving a comment. That way, when you leave a comment, the person will come on your profile, they'll take a look, and they will follow you here on Instagram. And I know it sounds like a lot of work, but Instagram, unless you're kind of like some of the people that follow me on TikTok, where they're taking their TikTok videos that are doing very well, they're putting them on Instagram Reels, and they are exploding over 10,000 followers in a short period of time. If you're not doing a lot of video editing on these apps and stuff like that, you really have to do the legwork on Instagram, because as you probably know, the Instagram algorithm isn't that great as it used to be, but it doesn't mean you can't blow up. There's lots of people that I've seen on YouTube go from 0 to 10,000 followers on. I even follow a lady who, she does like spiritual healing. She lives in Florida, and she went from like 1,000 followers to 10,000 within a year. She started on Instagram last year, and she follows me. And just recently, I think she's over 20,000 now, 10, 15,000. And all she does is she does one IGTV video per day. And she just talks about, you know, give blessings to your ancestors and all this kind of stuff. And I feel really grateful and happy to seeing her growth. Hi, Usama. I recommend any questions that you have as I go along about Instagram beating the algorithm, TikTok beating the algorithm. Let me know in the comments, Io and Usama, and I'll be more than happy to answer. So don't feel like you don't have a chance on Instagram. It might seem difficult, but the trick to Instagram these days, it's the video editing has to be on point. If I had more time to do video editing and all this kind of stuff, I'd spend a little bit more time on Instagram as I did last year. So you either have to do two things. You got to spend at least an hour a day leaving comments and socializing with followers and potential followers. And you have to really create great videos that are going to make people stop and stare on the Explore page or actually on the timeline. So we'll get past Instagram Reels. and using the right hashtags on Instagram, and we'll get straight into the number of posts per day. Hi, thanks for joining Art Industry 40. So the number of posts per day on Instagram, I can say between 1 to 3 posts per day on Instagram are effective. I've seen a lady post one IGTV video about a minute or two per day, and she went from 0 followers last summer to over 10,000 this summer. It took her a year. And there's no video editing, there are no filters, she's just in her backyard talking. And I don't know how she did it, but she did it, right? So video is very, very effective on Instagram. If you're not sharing videos every day on Instagram, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to be successful. Let me stand up. And as you go along through your Instagram journey, I'm really, really going to be honest with you. If your videos are not effective, it's going to be very difficult for you to grow within a short period of time on Instagram. And I know that sounds very frustrating, but it's just the truth. TikTok is one of the top 3, I think, apps right now for social media. And Instagram is trying to be very, very similar to TikTok in this moment. And if you're not doing the video strategy game, it's going to be difficult for you to grow on Instagram. So I'm going to get away from Instagram because, to be very transparent with you, it's not my favorite app right now. I'm focusing a lot more of my time on LinkedIn and TikTok because the algorithm is rich. I feel like I can have a little bit more opportunity to hear people's feedback on these 2 apps compared to Instagram. Although I love the feedback that I'm getting on Instagram, I love the comments. It's like the comments and the feedback that I get on TikTok is overwhelming at times compared to my experience here. So we'll get into TikTok. Now, TikTok, you want to be using the green screen. Now, the green screen is a feature everybody has, and the green screen is exactly how it sounds. You can put photos on a green screen, create it into a video gallery. You can use another person's video. You can duet a person. Well, that's not a green screen, but it's basically taking a series of videos and creating kind of like a video monologue. I can't describe it, but it's a series of videos that you can put behind you, and then you can talk in front of it. Similar to what I do when I'm doing the the TikTok news, the Instagram news, the Facebook news story that I used to share a lot that I don't share anymore. And you want to use this green screen because it's a popular feature. It helps people self-express themselves. Some people just really want to have something in the background that really grabs people's attention while they're looking on the timeline on TikTok or the For You page. So definitely take advantage of those green screens and use them to tell stories, to share feedback, to jump on a viral video or a trending video that's doing well. And one thing I'm going to say about TikTok is you really want to have fun on this app. TikTok is not an app where you wear a 3-piece suit like you're on LinkedIn, or you kind of got to look perfect, kind of like how some people are on Instagram. TikTok is the place to literally or metaphorically let your hair out. So when I was limiting myself on TikTok for a year, I knew that the green screen and doing duets and doing stitches was good for my page, but I chose not to do it because I was holding on to the Instagram and LinkedIn and YouTube way of doing things. I don't do that anymore though. And what I'm finding with the green screen feature on TikTok is I'm able to have fun. I'm able to do duet videos with influencers or news or history or art or fashion or clothing, something that inspires me on a personal level. I'm doing it on TikTok, and I'm mixing that in with the social media news stories, with the storytelling I share about things that are happening in my life and things that have happened in my past. And so TikTok, you want to be a little bit more casual. You want to have a little bit more fun. And one of the green screen, one of the filters that will help you initially do that, if you don't have, all these editing apps outside of TikTok to film the videos, edit them, and then put them on TikTok, the filter green screen is helpful. Now for TikTok, I highly recommend that you post between, if you're ambitious, 6 times a day. I've heard of followers growing exponentially with 10 videos per day. I highly recommend, though, that if you're doing 6 or 10 videos per day, that these are high value, top notch, the best content that you can share, so that you can grow. Because if you're just putting 10 videos per day and they're average at best and you don't grow, you're going to feel overwhelmed, you're going to feel frustrated, you're going to feel disappointed, and you'll probably remove yourself off of the app, when in reality you might be 1, 2, maybe 5 or 10 or 30 or 100 videos away from growing exponentially on TikTok as an entrepreneur or as a content creator. I personally, last year, I did six videos per day, Monday through Sunday, and then I did 10 videos per day. And this is just me, but I noticed that when I did the 10 videos per day, I was getting less likes, less comments, less followers. So I transitioned back to, just trying to get into the sunlight here. I transitioned back to the 6 videos per day and started getting more followers and started getting more engagement, so on and so forth. So try it out. During the week now, because I'm doing this whole self-care journey in 2021, I only do 2 to 3 videos Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday, I try my best to do 6 videos. If I don't end up doing 6 videos on Saturday and Sunday, I do between like 4 to 6. But I really try to get those 6 posts out on the weekend, because more people are on it. They're treating it like television. Some people spend hours. I think a post I shared not too long ago in a carousel on TikTok, you can spend, the average person spend about 2 hours, sometimes even 1 hour per day. So similar to the Instagram, TikTok is really led by a couple of things. It's led by new music from A-list entertainers. It's also led by new music from new entertainers. And people also upload their music, and sometimes it gets taken down. But most of the time, some people create their own music, and then it ends up going viral or trending. And other than creating your own content and being original on TikTok, I highly recommend that you do join those TikTok challenges. Now, it doesn't mean that if you don't do a TikTok challenge or if you don't use a trending sound, you won't be successful, because there are people who are in certain popular niches on TikTok. So I'll tell you what those popular niches are right now. But again, just because you are not in this niche, it doesn't mean you can get over 10,000 followers, 1 million followers. So just off the bat, off memory, after spending a year on this app, TikTok's most popular industries, so to say, are obviously dance, fashion, beauty, so people who do makeup. TikTok is also very popular, I'm noticing these days, with spiritual stuff like therapists or tarot card readers. People who are into spirituality, like they talk about Hindu spiritualism or African spiritualism or ancient Egyptian spiritualism or Catholicism, which is being in the Catholic Church. So if you're into religion or spirituality, or you're a life coach, a relationship coach, you're a therapist, and a certified one for that matter. And I'm saying certified because there are a lot of people I'm noticing right now that are on TikTok, and I'm sure on every other platform, and they are not certified, but they're giving relationship advice, and they're still blowing up because it's just common sense stuff that our parents are supposed to teach us. So other than that, I also noticed that chefs do really well on TikTok. And even if you're not a certified chef, there are people who just cook in their kitchen, and their videos do pretty well. Other people that I noticed that are doing good on TikTok are commentators. So as you can tell when you look on my carousels, where I show you how I'm doing with the last trending videos over the last 7 days on TikTok, my news videos do very well. And because I center the conversation around, this is the story, this is the shocking thing that happened with Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or YouTube or LinkedIn. What do you think? So I always drive the conversation back. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't do your own news stories based on your industry, your personality, but always make sure on your TikTok videos, on everything that you do, you have a call to action with a question, and encourage people to leave comments it's better to say it than not say it and just put it in a caption, because TikTok is a very, very much, it's a very, very interactive app. And Instagram just recently put out a news story that they are going to be treating TikTok like, Instagram like TikTok. So they're going to be giving favorable recognition to videos over photos. So keep that in mind on your Instagram. What else can I say? So that's the number of times you post on TikTok. That's the challenge. So let's just take for example, you run across a makeup challenge of a beauty blogger, and this particular person is doing a makeup over a new Nicki Minaj song. Okay, so let's take for example, you're a realtor. You're obviously not going to do makeup in an empty house. You're a realtor. But hey, if that's your thing behind closed doors, you're just this makeup this makeup king or this makeup queen or this makeup woman, go ahead and do that if that's your hobby. But you can take that same Nicki Minaj song that is trending on TikTok, and instead of doing makeup, you show a before and after of a house. You show, your contracting company, your construction company, gutting out a house, tearing down the walls, and then it's like a before and after. So if you come across like a beauty before and after, you can use that challenge and make it a before and after of losing weight, a before and after of you having 0 followers on Instagram. Now all of a sudden you have 10,000 followers on Instagram. You can use that as a before and after of you starting out in real estate school with getting your certificate, and now you've sold 100 homes and you've only been in the real estate industry for a good, 5 years, 10 years, right? So do your best to do that, and I can guarantee that will work. I'm not going to guarantee and say that your challenge will go viral. Just recently, I did a challenge about the hot weather happening in Canada and making fun of, the Canadians can't handle this African temperature, because I watched a news segment stating that Vancouver's temperature is like African temperatures. And apparently that video got 12,000, I think 16,000 views the last time I looked on my TikTok page. And that was a challenge that I did for the first time that actually did well. And I've been doing challenges for a year now. So there's no guarantee that your challenge is going to do well, but whatever it is that's working for you, definitely keep it consistent, and definitely make sure that you are constantly doing the same style with a different song, a different feedback and stuff like that. So that you can know what's working and you can know what's not working and stuff like that, and it can work out well for you. Sorry, there's somebody walking and looking through my window as I'm doing this live stream. It's kind of creepy. So that's another post. And then duets. So duets is another powerful way to do well on TikTok. The reason why I like doing duets is because it shows personality. And you can do duets by talking and providing feedback about what you're seeing in a video. I highly recommend, though, that you only do a TikTok duet with a video that is going viral or a video that is trending. I don't recommend that you do a duet with a video that is, just having a couple of thousand views. Duet your favorite entertainers, duet your favorite singers, duet content creators that are funny or have some kind of shock value. And that should help you get more on the For You page, which everybody gets to, by the way. But there are layers to For You page. Like you get the first couple of 100 videos, and then the first couple of thousands, and then you get into the 100,000s, and then you get into the millions. I haven't had a video that went past 1 million views yet, but they have been in the 100,000s. And I'll continue to screenshot my trending videos within the last 7 days just to show you that you can do it too. You know what I mean? You can get on TikTok and do it too. You can get on Instagram and apply these best practices and really, really win, grow your following, create a name for your brand and your business and get new customers along the way and make new friendships and other kind of relationships that you probably would not have expected just by using these tips and advice. So I want to thank you so much for joining my Instagram Live. It has been a treat. I know you only see maybe 1 or 2 videos of me. I'm not spending too much time on Instagram these days. My top leads are coming from LinkedIn. I still get leads on Instagram, but I want to focus on the apps that are fairly new, that are fairly rising to popularity, that have more, engagement, more conversations, more popularity. And that's why you're not seeing me on Instagram. So if you want to see more content, click link in bio, follow me on any app that you feel comfortable with doing. If you have any questions, leave a comment below under this video or send me a message. And if you're new to my page, click the follow button. I've got more content coming soon. Thank you for joining me. Happy Sunday.